I'm gonna remove the back headrest. They're very easy to remove. Push the button and pull them up. Okay, so now I can reach everything. I'm going to use my back glass prep. This is dirt off. It's kind of like I think it's kind of like a vinegar type solution. It is it's an acidic property to it that removes all the oils. Glass. I'm going to thoroughly saturate this back glass with this product. I'm going to let it sit for just a second while I'm going to go find my a couple of my tools here. I'll show you what they are. Tools I'm going to be using is a Scotch pad, a bulldozer, and a scraper tool that has a Scotch pad on the end of it so that I can clean behind the brake light. I'm going to thoroughly I'm actually going to take my hand, I'm going to feel it just for any particles, anything hardened on the back of the glass. I'm going to do the same thing with my extension tool. Clean behind the brake light. And now I'm going to get some paper towels and I'm going to clean all that off. This is a step that's left off a lot by people. I don't really have an explanation for this, but if you don't do this, sometimes you can get trash in the tint. This just dries everything. It dries the edges. You know, you can see dirt on this thing. I mean, it just, on this paper towel, you can see a lot of dirt, hair. This just, you know, you can really clean this glass and get the edges really well before you do a final squeegee. And it's just a good prep measure. Real quick, doesn't take a lot, and it sure does help your tint jobs come out a lot nicer. And now I'm going to spray it either with my prep solution, or I can spray it with my regular solution with the Johnson's Baby Shampoo and Water to do a final squeegee. I sometimes like to do my prep solution. I don't know why, I just sometimes feel like I get a better bond. It's probably in my head though. I go from left to right or right to left, try to use single stroke motions. I swipe my squeegee blade every single time. Kind of run down the edge here. Sometimes you can fling up trash from the headliner. I'm sorry, from the rear deck liner, and you know, it'll get in your installation. I'm going to use this paddle squeegee to squeegee behind the light. I'm squeegeeing it straight down. If I were to, I'm assuming that I might have flipped some trash on the bottom of this. Let me show you how I deal with it. This is an easier step to do with a pressure sprayer than a pump, but you just sort of wash the bottom off. Let the water push any contaminants down. Now you just saturate the entire back glass thoroughly, not too much, but just enough to cover. Now let's get out and let me show you what I'm going to do with the film. We're about to wrap this job up. Where are we at now, Charles?
Let's see. It's 10 till 8, so that's going to put you at almost an hour and a half. Is that right?
I think so, close to it. I'm actually wetting all the film, but I'm keeping the release liner covering it. And I'm just doing half at a time so that I keep the release liner even with the film, so that I can use this technique to install the film by myself and reduce the amount of trash that you can get in the film, or even creasing the film when trying to transport it to the inside of a car in a cramped area when you're as big as I am. Okay. Yeah, the more weight you gain, the harder this is. But you can do it. I'm going to lay it on the rear deck, and I'm going to gradually unroll it. This is a step you got to be careful with. If this roll bends, it'll crease the film, and you'll see a spot in the tent. So I'm going to be really careful if this tent doesn't crease, and I was successful. Okay, now I'm going to not get in a hurry, no panic in here, even though I got the film exposed and I tend to panic. It's okay. You just got to be careful and be slow and work the film on the glass. I get my whole arm and hand and everything under the film, and I try to ease it on the bottom, and then work my way down, watching all sides, little at a time. Okay, everything so far is working well. So far, I'm just happy with the way this is going on. Look at that, it's looking good. I'm now just trying to flatten this out with my hands. No squeegee yet, and I'm trying to make sure I avoid any and all possible light gaps that may be in the film around the edges. Okay, once I get everything like I want it, I'll be ready to squeegee. Okay, it's now where I want it. I'm going to lubricate it with my regular solution so I can slide a squeegee on it. Just going to use my turbo squeegee to start this, but I'm going to do a cross pattern, and I'm going to create like 4 quadrants so that I can work each quadrant out. That way I know the film will go on right. It'll go on smooth, and there won't be any extra slack that I have to shrink or contend with. You don't want that. Just working out the quadrants. Now I'm going to take my paddle and I'm going to squeegee behind the brake light, which I can't get to with my squeegee. It's really easy to do. Some people cut out around brake lights. It's really, to me, more trouble to cut out around one. Either you can remove them easily, or you can just tent behind them with these tools. And you don't have to, it looks better. It looks more professional. It's a lot easier, really quicker. I believe, Charles, I'm done. I just got a little cleanup to do to present the car. I always want to check my back window. Yeah, I've got a bubble behind the light. I got some places I got to smooth out. That's no problem. Let me get the one behind the light first. See what, oh yeah, I was coming back for that. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my turbo squeegee and my cloth I was telling you about, my shop towel, and I'm going to hard tool the back glass just to get any remaining water out that I can. clean up my mess while I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm in here. Might as well just go ahead and tidy up a little bit. Not much to tidy up. But then I'm going to go ahead and put the headrest back in. 1, 2. Now, I'm done with this car, but I'm going to just clean up the, oh, I got a middle part here. Didn't see. Now I'm going to clean the glass cleaner, the inside for this customer. As I'm cleaning, I'm also going to be looking. This is a glass cleaner that we like. It's made in different, or marketed under different names. Probably the most popular name is Sprayaway, but it's a foam style glass cleaner. It's no ammonia. The ammonia is what you want to stay away from. It's a solvent, and the solvent doesn't mix well with this petroleum-based product, and may cause it to deteriorate over time, be milky, hazy, not look good with repeated use. But this stuff is pretty good. I can even clean tint with a dirty cloth and make it look decent. I'm just kind of giving it a quick go through. And a little glass. There's enough window cleaner on my towel to clean that one. Ah, and I've got a little place that needs a squeegee. Got it. That's another reason I like to clean the glass. I can inspect, you know, right before I deliver the car to the customer. Huh, I got a little place I gotta get out of. Notice? I'll lock myself out for a second. Here our next customer, Charles. Pull up. So well, there you have it. It can be done in less than an hour and a half. Take a look at the car. There it is. We're coming. Thanks for watching the tint, guys, and remember you can always go to
howtotintwindows.com
howtotintwindows.com and check out more if you like what you see. Thank you.